Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll understand what is DevOps. So if you have ever wondered how companies like Amazon, Netflix, Google or Facebook release new features every single day without shutting down their application, then you are in exactly right place. In this series, we are going to learn DevOps from absolute scratch all the way to advanced production-grade system. Before we jump into tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, AWS, Terraform, and many more, we need to answer one fundamental question. What exactly is DevOps? Look at the animation on the screen. A developer writes code, the code travels through a pipeline, testing happens automatically, then deployment happens automatically, and finally the application reaches user. This smooth journey is what DevOps tries to achieve. But software development wasn't always like this. In fact, before DevOps existed, software teams faced huge challenges. So let's travel back in time and see what software development looked like before DevOps. Take a look at this diagram. On the left side, we have the development team. Their responsibility is writing code. On the right side, we have operations team. Their responsibility is running servers and maintaining production environments. Now notice the giant wall between them. This wall represents something called a silo. Silo means teams working independently with little communication. The developers would write code and then simply hand it over to operation. They would say, my work is done. Then operation team would receive that code and attempt deployment. When deployment failed, operation blame developers and developer blame operations. Nobody is taking ownership in this entire process. Now imagine building a house where architects and construction workers never talk to each other. What do you think would happen? Confusion, delays, mistakes. So exactly the same thing happened in software companies. So this was one of the biggest reasons DevOps was created. So let's understand the real problem. Now let's look at what happened after development finished. The timeline appears simple: development, testing, deployment, production. Everything looks green, everything seems successful. Then suddenly production turns red. Boom! System failure. How many of you heard this sentence? It works on my machine. I don't know why it's not working on your machine. So this became one of the most famous statements in software engineering. A developer would test the application in their laptop. Everything works perfectly. The same code gets deployed to production, suddenly error appears. User cannot access the application, payment is failing, services are getting stopped. Developers say, but it works on my machine. Operation says, then why is production down? The root cause was the development and production environment were completely different. There was no consistency, no automation, no collaboration, and business suffered because of it. So let's understand with a real scenario. Imagine you own an e-commerce website. Customers are shopping, orders are flowing, payments are being processed smoothly. Now your developer create a new feature. Maybe they add a discount coupon system. The code gets deployed manually. Nobody fully tested the deployment process. Suddenly the database connection breaks. Customers start seeing error. Orders stop processing, revenue stop instantly. Every minute of downtime costs money. Imagine if Amazon went down during a major sale event, millions of dollars could be lost within minutes. This is why software deployment is not just a technical problem. It's a business problem. A single deployment failure can impact customers, revenue, company reputation, and customer trust. So DevOps was created to reduce these risks. So then comes the DevOps. Now watch what happens on this slide. The wall between development and operations break apart. This is the birth of DevOps. DevOps is not just a tool. DevOps is not Docker. DevOps is not Kubernetes or Jenkins. Those are tools. DevOps is a culture. It's a way of working. So the idea is simple. Instead of separate teams fighting each other, everyone share responsibility. Everyone works together towards one common goal, delivering reliable software quickly. So this cultural shift changed the entire software industry. So what exactly is DevOps? Look at the infinity loop on this screen. This infinity symbol represents continuous improvement. Software development never really ends. Let's walk through each stage. First, plan. We decide what features we need to build. Then we code and developer writes code. Then build, the application is compiled and packaged. Then comes test. Automated tests verify the functionality developed. Then release. The application is prepared for deployment. Then comes deploy. The application reaches production. Then operate. The system serves users. And then monitoring. We collect metrics and logs. Then the cycle begins again and again. Notice how this process never stops. Modern software companies continuously improve their product through this loop. What is DevOps culture? Many beginners think DevOps is all about tools, but the real foundation of DevOps is culture, as I've already told you. So 3 pillars of DevOps is culture, automation, continuous improvement. Culture means collaboration. Teams communicate openly. Automation means repetitive work is performed by machine, not humans. Continuous improvement means learning from every deployment, every failure, and every success. That's why successful DevOps transformations start with people, not technology. So the DevOps in action here, a developer commits code into Git, the pipeline here automatically starts. The application is built, automated tests run, security scan happens parallelly, Docker images are created, deployment occurs automatically, production gets updated. Now notice something important. Nobody manually performs these steps anymore. The entire process here is automated. This is how companies like Netflix deploy changes safely and frequently. So let's understand the benefits of DevOps. First is faster releases. Instead of months, release happen daily. Better quality, automated tests catches bugs earlier. Reduce failures. Consistent deployment processes reduce risk. High reliability. Application become more stable now. Happier teams, less blame, more productivity. Netflix serves millions of users worldwide. Amazon handles enormous traffic. Google processes billions of searches. These companies cannot afford downtime. Imagine manually deploying software across thousands of servers. It would be impossible. So instead, they use DevOps principle. Automating, monitoring, continuous deployment, and infrastructure as code. This allows them to deploy software many times per day while maintaining reliability. So that is all for today's video. I hope now you understand what is DevOps exactly. So if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe and continue this journey with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.